Joining us now, author and columnist for the New York Daily News, MSNBC contributor Mike Lupica, and head of the South Carolina Democratic Party and candidate for chairman of the DNC, Jaime Harrison. Good to have you on.
Jamie, let's start with the easy question. Why have the Democrats lost over 1,000 local legislative seats over the past 6 years?
Because state parties are broken. You know, Howard Dean started the 50-state strategy in 2006.
It worked.
It worked. We won the House. We won the White House. On 2008, President Barack Obama layered his OFA on top of that. We won the White House, and we added more seats in the House and the Senate. After that 2008 election, OFA continued. Money to state parties dropped, and as a result, we have a bunch of broken state parties.
Mike Lupica, that's one question. It's so hard for people to answer. Why, you can talk about Hillary, why Hillary lost, but why did Democrats lose 1,000 state legislative seats? When you figure that out, I think you figure everything else out.
When you've talked about this for months, that there was no coherent message about why people who had historically voted for the Democratic Party were supposed to continue to vote for the Democratic Party. And I wanted to ask you this, because how do you go, because optics are so important in this country, and not allow yourself to be called obstructionist by the same obstructionists who obstructed President Obama for 8 years?
Again, guys, it all goes back to state parties. State parties are the conduit to the voters. They're the conduit that we get our message out. If that conduit is broken, it doesn't matter if you have the best messenger, the best message, it won't get to the people that it needs to get to. You can't mobilize the people to get out and vote. When we look at why we lost this race, 77,000 votes in 3 states that had 14 million people who voted. That is not a message loss. That is not a messenger loss. That's an operational functional loss. That's less than 0.5% of the vote. If you have a great GOTV operation, if you're sustaining the investment in state parties, 77,000 votes, I can get out like that. But we didn't do that. We put this car in the garage for 4 years. We put the car in the garage for 4 years. We didn't change the tires. We didn't check the oil. And then we brought it back out a few months before the election and expected it to go like it did in 2012.
Isn't it incredible, Mike?
Run for president now.
Isn't it incredible that the Republicans kept looking at the Democrats saying, boy, they've got a great turnout vote operation. And that was the assumption up until the moment that Trump won. And now it's just reversed. Democrats are saying, what have we done wrong? What have we done wrong? I think it's, though, again, going back 6 years, something deeper. I think there is a cultural disconnect between working class voters that have always voted Democratic and the National Party.
Yeah, the question for the Democratic Party, to me, going forward is, how do you connect now with the people who decided in this election that they got left behind?
Yeah.
Should the party be recruiting conservatives in places that conservative Democrats have the best chance of winning, or should the party only recruit progressives? I
think the party just needs to recruit good talent. I mean, we can't get caught in this conservative progressive battle, well, who's going to win? We just need to, in South Carolina, let's recruit good talent. And we're actually doing it. We started 2 years ago the James E. Clyburn Political Fellowship to build the bench, the next generation.
Even conservative Democrats.
Well, if you're a Democrat, that's all I care about. I don't care if you're an Obama Democrat, a Bernie Democrat, or Hillary Democrat. Do you believe that there should be opportunity for all?
What if you're a Joe Manchin Democrat? Is that okay?
Well, run, Joe. If that helps us get to the majority, if that means then we keep Donald Trump appointments in the away from the Supreme Court, if that means we get the gavel, the Speaker's gavel back, and my old boss can become Majority Whip again, more power to you. Yeah. Run.
All right.
All right.
Mike Lupica. So
you want him to run?
No. That's how you connect with voters.
Yeah. The thing.